Hi guys, it's Beavis, back again. So tonight's topic is kind of touching home because I recently got in a fight with a good friend. Yeah, sad, poor me, and everything. By the way, I'm in my basement, so lovely curtains back there. Not really. But anyways, so I'm just going to jump into the story, and then I'm going to get off the topic. Maybe I should switch that around. Never mind. I'm being very indecisive tonight, thank you. But anyway, so what happened between me and my friend was me and him have been good friends for a good 2.5 years now. And he went to rehab. And he came back about 4 months ago, I want to say. Not 4 months. 4 months. Anyways, and so we got in this fight, and how it started was he called me. Well, no, I called him. Sorry, I called him, and he answered the phone. He's just like, "Hey, emo faggot." I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys can see where that's wrong. I don't care if he calls me emo. If he calls me emo, I don't care whatsoever. But the factor that he called me a fag is what really bothered me. And the factor that it was a really close friend. And the way he said it as well, he said it like he was really pissed off at me. And so instantly I said to him, I was just like, what the hell was that for? And like he starts going off on me and saying shit about me, like telling me that I need to stop being a whore and I'm a tryhard and shit. So it really pissed me off. And with that being said, I'm going to go right in my topic of people that you truly care about turning on you, telling you good things, telling you the good things about you, and getting you to believe it. But then going and turning around and saying the exact opposite. Saying all the stuff that everyone else was saying about you. All the bad stuff. And it's just hard because it's someone so close to you that you can't help but believe it. And honestly, for the past few weeks, I've kind of been self-doubting. I've been very doubtful of myself. Excuse my grammar. But, nevertheless, that's one thing I hate. I absolutely hate when someone that you're close to, whether it's family, friends, or even a boyfriend. My boyfriend didn't do this. Not saying my boyfriend has ever done this. No. He would never do that to me. He knows that he knows I'm sensitive about that, and also he knows I know him well enough to know that if he believed all that shit, he would not be with me. So he's not an issue. But I see this all the time, and it bothers me. People, they'll put you on a pedestal. I'm stuttering. I'm sorry. But they'll put you on a pedestal and be like, you are beautiful. You're an amazing person. You're gonna have a wonderful life. You're gonna get married, and you're just gonna have a perfect life. And then one night they turn on you. For no reason at all. For no reason. And they say all the wrong things. They say every bad thing possible. And no, it wasn't just because he was in a bad mood. He texted me telling me to call him, and we were perfectly fine before that. And this has been going on for the past few days, actually. But it's hard because what you were once told and believed, or what you were once told and you believed, you come to find it as wrong. You don't believe it anymore. Once that person tells you, or multiple close people tell you that, will tell you the complete different story. right now, I've had this happen so many times. This is why it irritates me. Because I've had this happen so many times, and it's been happening a lot lately, and it's really starting to bother me. Actually, it is bothering me, actually. This morning at school, I broke down, crying. Absolutely crying. And I couldn't take it. And this happened to so many people. This is why so many people have self-doubt. This is why so many people cut and try killing themselves. And that really hurts. It really bothers me, actually, because it's very personal. It's on a personal level for me at that point. But just coming to the point of having that doubt and putting someone in that doubt, criticizing them so much that it makes them break down. I mean, that's just wrong on so many levels. Because, I mean, why would you ever build someone up and get them to believe that they're such a good person, that they're so beautiful to you, and then just hurt them, stab them in the back, and in the heart at that, and just say, no, you're none of that. Instead of, you're a whore, you're a slut, you're not attractive. That is the worst thing anyone could ever do. That is one of the most destructive things a person can do. And really, with that being said, the people that watch this video, I want you to think about that. I want you to think about how much that can truly hurt a person. I'm not one that likes to break down and cry. It's very rare that I do it in front of a bunch of people. And I did it today. I did it in front of some of my friends that I've only become to know this year. And I broke down crying because I had enough of it. This whole thing with my friend really topped it off. I'll be honest with you guys. I will be very honest. I'll be bluntly honest. Lately, I've been feeling like hell. I'm trying not to cry right now as well. But lately, I've been feeling like I'm just trashy, that I'm just a bitch, that I'm not worth anyone's time. And like, I used to look at myself in the mirror and say, you know what, I am attractive. The past few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, I haven't been able to do that. I haven't been able to do that without thinking that I'm a slut. And I know I'm not the only one that's like that. I know I'm not. I know that there's many people, girls and guys, that have thoughts like that because someone said it to them and they started to believe it. And having someone close to them believe it as well. That it kills. It honestly does. Yeah, I make so-called jokes about me being a fat ass, or that I'm too big or whatever. But truth be told, part of me isn't joking about that, because I've come to the point where I believe every bit of it. Because I've been pushed around. I've been told what to believe, what not to believe, for many years. I have strong beliefs myself, but looking at myself and seeing of what I have done, and my morality, I mean, I have morals, but at the same time, I don't always see that not everyone else has the same morals. Not everyone has morals to know that words are like knives. And I guess my main point of this. I guess I'm just gonna get to the point. Honestly, the next time you go and say something about being a faggot or a slut or something about someone else, and saying it to their face, don't do it. Just don't. Keep it to yourself. Because you don't know if they're thinking about themselves. They could be thinking that they're a slut and 20 other things about themselves. I'll be straight up. Right now, I just feel like a trashy, dirty whore. I'll flat out say that. Trashy, dirty whore that isn't gonna make any success with my life. Maybe make a difference in a few people's lives, but besides that, I don't see much good coming out of me. My boyfriend I do love, though. That's one thing I will say. I love my boyfriend. I don't want to lose him at all. I really don't. I basically put him on a pedestal because he's that important to me. I've made him my everything. I don't make anyone my everything. I never have. But I made him my everything because I thought, and I still do think, that he's my perfect, I guess you could say. He means a lot. I know, I'm starting to cry too. I'm trying not to. I've cried enough today. I really have. I cried like 2 or 3 times today. But, nevertheless, I guess the main thing is, when you say something to someone, mean it. And never take it back. Never take it back if you truly mean it. Never. Don't take it back. If you tell someone they're beautiful, mean it. If you tell someone that they do have good in them, mean it. Say it like you mean it. Believe it yourself. If you don't believe it yourself, then don't tell anyone that. Don't tell anyone something if you don't believe it yourself. That's the one thing that I don't know how many people will actually consider that. But, one thing I will say is I'm not one to cry in front of anyone. I'm not one to cry. I cried in front of about 4 guys today. They were all like family to me. Not close family, but, you know, they were still friends. I don't cry in front of guys. I don't. That's just one thing I will never do because I see it as weak. For me, I grew up in a home that crying is weakness. I realize it's not really weakness. It's just having enough. You've had enough and you just gotta let it go. But in my family, I didn't grow up that way. But nevertheless, don't say anything to anyone unless you believe it with your heart, your soul, and your mind. Never do that. I regret a lot of things I've said to people. I regret a lot of things I've said about people too. I've cursed and swore about some of my ex-boyfriends, even some of my ex-girlfriends. I've cussed and swore about them. But honestly, I regret it because I don't know if they're thinking that themselves, if they're thinking that on their own. just knowing that that a person can be thinking the things that you're saying about them and they believe it, you may just be adding another knife into them. It hurts. It sucks. It truly does. I guess this is another thing. Well, this is bullying. This is a huge part of bullying. Seriously, think about what you're saying to people. Don't be going on and saying stupid shit that you don't believe yourself. Think about what you say. That's the biggest thing. And that even makes a difference for you. If you are careful about what you say, and if you truly mean what you say, you're helping yourself. Because people will have more respect for you. People will be willing to listen to you. If you're one that doesn't think anyone listens to you just because words fall out of your mouth and you don't pay attention, I can guarantee you, people will start listening to you. They're going to start being more loyal to you. And they're going to actually respect your wishes, respect what you say. And as a victim, I will say this. If someone tells you something negative, don't believe it. Seriously, do not believe it. I mean, yeah, we have our faults. People are going to point them out. But you know them yourself. You know your faults. At least you should. I mean, yeah, there's time and time again where you realize that, oh, well, I didn't know I was doing that. Be blatantly honest about it. Flat out tell them, well, I wasn't aware of that. Unless they can give you a good reason why they say that about you, do not believe it. Actually think about what people say to you. And think, is this positive? Is this something good about me? Or is this just some horse shit that someone's saying? Think about it. Honestly, truly think about it. A lot less bullying and fighting and even causing physical pain can be prevented just by thinking about what you say and what is said. I think I'm gonna leave you guys on that note. Think about what's said and what you hear. Unless you truly believe it with your heart and your soul, then don't say it. And also, don't believe it. Don't ever take anything. Don't take what you don't believe. Stand by your beliefs. We all need something to believe in. We all have something to believe in. Believe in yourself. And believe in the people that truly do care about you. You will learn who those people are just by what they say. Truly think about that. I'm going to catch y'all later. I'll do another video. I might do a cover video, actually, pretty soon. Either way, I will post another video later. I'll just say that much. Email, Instagram, Twitter below, as usual. And I think I've said enough about the topic. But, yeah. Boys.